Hi, my name is Jennifer. This is the first time I'm making a live video. I'm in my studio. I am near Dallas, Texas, and what I want to do today is go over something I just learned today. Um, I'm going to be doing a vending event in Virginia Beach, and I ordered a lot of my prints uh, for my political function that I'm going to be attending, and I forgot to order the prints of this guy right here, and it's one of the fan favorites. I haven't sold the original yet. Um, kind of still contemplating it. But what I like to do is have really great images that they can take home to clay prints. And I forgot. I just forgot to order these. So I wanted to be a little unique and said, instead of give them something else um, to offer. And I made some T-shirts. I just got a heat press, and I'm doing my laptop with you, so I'm gonna have to be moving it around. They won't let me live stream with my phone yet, but I got my heat press. It's right there, and it's actually I need to cut it on for this, so I'm gonna let it heat up. And what I made, and it's almost dry, is this guy right here, and it's coming backwards for you, but it says "Follow me," Luke 18:22. I love this, and so what I used for this is the NUFUN transfer paper that you use inkjet. It works really well. I'm so happy. I use it on all my t-shirts that are behind me, and you can see those in another video. And then I got this from Michaels, and I'm not affiliated with Michaels, but I got a 2-pack of these, and it comes already with everything on the back, and they had them on sale. So I'm going to show you what I did, and an accident, a little happy accident there, but anybody can do these. So what I have here, we'll move this out of the way, is I printed it out, pre-printed, this right here, and it comes out. And as you can see, this one is more enhanced. And I'm going to talk about all these little aging uh, distress things that I did, but you can see the difference. Now, what I did do on here is I colored it in after I did the print to enhance the color because I wanted it to be a little bit more vibrant. So what you're going to need is you're going to need heat transfer vinyl, and I got the Cricut kind, and I went on and I pre-cut it out, and there it is. It says "Follow me," and I need to weed it. And if you don't know what that is called, for my new friends that don't know what that is, it's when you're taking all of this stuff out. So this is, it comes on here. It looks like this, and then I run it through my Cricut machine. So weeding, you just get these little tools, and now I'm going to go in here, and you're going to, oh, that's right, you can't see. Let me try to move this. So sorry. Move this down here, and you just pick it up. Okay, so while I got you here first, I am going to stain this. So you don't have to have stain. All you need is, this is my watercolor paint, okay? And I have some right here, and you just add some water to it. And what I'm gonna do is first, did I do that already? Oh, no, I did not. You gotta wipe it off. You gotta get all the dust off of this because it's pretty dirty. Just get all the sawdust off when they were sanding it before they packaged it. Okay, so there's that. Now I'm going to go with this, and I wanted a dark stain. Do the edges. And if you're like me, I like to watch things fast. So if you're watching this on the replay, and I'm talking with my southern draw slow, speed me up. You can make it 2 times as fast. This is a raw umber. When you do a raw umber, it's a brown. Let me see that. Is this a... Well, that says Chinese white. Well, I got the wrong one. So let's try this again. Watercolor. Van Dyke brown. I'm using Van Dyke brown on this. If you were doing a burnt umber, it would be a little bit more orange. Orangier. Whatever you want to call it. So you get all the edges. And then I discovered something pretty cool with my new heat press for this. It's like a glorified dryer or an oven. Okay. It's going to take me more than one coat to do this. So I need some more of this. This isn't enough. Pour some water. Some more in there. Okay. So I want to get this nice and dark. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is, you can see I'm going to come over here and I am going to actually slide. So this is a swing one. I'm going to, and you can pull this out, it's on. And I'm going to lay it here like a little oven just so it can dry. Okay, so I'm not going to clamp it down. I'm just going to let it sit over there while I am doing this weeding. So now I'm going to take, oh, where did it go? This one. So I'm going to take all these out. Okay, so there's that one. It's going to go face down like that. So that's one. And now I've got to do the weeding for the follow me. Again, if you don't know what the weeding is, it's just pulling out all the empty, where it's supposed to be negative space. Just pulling out all that stuff. Okay. So it's going to look like that. All right, I'm going to set this down. I'm going to come over here and I'm going to check and see if this is dry. Almost. What I've learned, you want to get it really dry before you use the transfer paper so it sticks, or you're going to have an issue. While that's drying, I set this on my art. So me move this. What happened with this one is I put it in the press and it sealed like you're going to see in a minute, and everything was great. It looked fantastic. I went around here with, as you remember, this isn't as bright, and I wanted it to be a little bit brighter. So I took my Prismacolors and my DeWalt pencils, and I colored on here to enhance it. So this is actually, now it is no longer a print. This is a one of a kind because I've enhanced it with my professional pencils. So then I was in love with it. And I went in and put the Mod Podge on it and put it back in here for the glorified dryer. And what happened is I put it in too long. Mod Podge isn't supposed to be with heat, but you know, you learn. So I ended up taking, it bubbled up is what happened. It just bubbled up and it looked horrible. It bubbled up in a couple of places. So then I took my X-Acto, my flat weeding tool, and I was like, I got to salvage this. So I went in and I pulled off all the damage, let it dry, and then I went back in with my pencils and I redrew some of the design. It's like, okay, I like this. And so after that, I went back with the watercolor paint and colored it back in, went around the edges. Oh, before I did that, I burned it I just burned the edges and sealed it back down. And then I went in with the watercolor paint, let that dry, and then I sealed it with a Mod Podge. And as you can see, it's not quite dry, but that's what I did. Really happy with the way that turned out, and I already had somebody tell me that they wanted it. So here we go. This is 100% dry, and you can see there's a difference with the colors. So you can leave it this way or that way. Now I want it darker, so now I'm going to have to go back over it again. When you see a process of an artist, then you can truly understand the value of the artwork, because it's not just a quick one and done. I mean, it takes a trial, it takes error, and then it takes patience, and it takes talent. So put a second layer on here. Get a little bit more aggressive with the brown. I don't technically have to put it right in the center because I'm going to put the iron on over it. You can take, by the way, you can take ink. If you have Sharpies at home, you can open them even if they're old. So there's a little trick for you. Take Sharpies, put it in a little jar, put some alcohol, any kind of alcohol actually, rubbing alcohol. Let me see, and I'll show you. You put rubbing alcohol, you can put actual alcohol, and it will pull out the ink dye. So I made these. This was made for a wine event. I did the back. And this was Sharpies, and I let them sit in alcohol. It was actual like vodka because it was a wine thing. And I painted these tiles, and now I have coasters. So you can do that too. You can take the Sharpies and put them in alcohol, and you can get the ink that way, and then you can paint this with that. Now, I don't know how that would go over in a heat press with the alcohol that's wet, so I'm not telling you to do that part. You might want it. I don't know. So maybe I'll take that back on this. I don't want anybody's house to burn down. Children, don't do that. Do not do that. All right, so this is a better, closer color to what I had before. You do have to do the edges. It smells like wood in here. I love that smell. It's like a fireplace because it heated up. Get the whole thing done. So if you were to get these professionally done, so it's this size, it's $100 easy. Easy. All right, so I'm going to take this and I'm going to go put it back over here again, second time. And I am going to put some paper, parchment paper that comes with those NUFUN transfer sheets. Came with a whole bunch. So I'm just going to put it right here because these are wet and I don't want to stain my pad underneath. Okay. So that's going. I'm going to clean this up. I don't have anybody watching right now, but I'm sure you'll watch later. That's okay. While that's drying, let me just show you. Look, so there's my shirts right there. They're going to be in Virginia Beach. I have a whole bunch of them that I have made. All of these are going. My hot mess, everybody has a hot mess art room if you're an artist. Well, that's not true. Just the people like me that are kind of scattered. But it's a wonderful mess. I love it. It's not always as messy. It's really not always as messy. It's just I'm getting prepared for that event in Virginia Beach, and it's a lot. It's a lot of shirts. It's a lot of. Let me show you these while I'm waiting. So this is a giclée print of this, and what I did on here, I'm taking some of these and I'm altering and turning them into originals. So I enhance the color on his face and some of these areas, and I enhance some images here. So I'm turning some of these also into a one of a kind. So that's something. And while that's drying, here's another one that I haven't finished yet. But this is a heat transfer. And you can see I took my pencils. I don't know if you can see that really well, but I went over it. I wanted it darker, more intense, because I do like bright colors. So this is also going to be a one of a kind. I'm not willing to sell this particular original yet. I love it. It's probably my very favorite that I have made. And so because of that, I'm willing to create something very similar by drawing on top of it. So this was a heat transfer that I put onto this yesterday. I'm enhancing it. I haven't finished it yet. I'm going to put some kind of verse down here. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do. And then I'm going to seal it. I'm going to make a few of these. They come ready to hang. So very cool. I'm going to do a whole series of all of the Christ paintings that I have made so far. And I'm really happy with that. And this is pretty simple. So now I'm going to check on this. And it is not dry. Almost. Almost. A little bit more. Okay. I think that the parts that I need are dry. Okay, so that's going to heat back up. So now I have it dry. Now what I'm going to do is I am going to take okay. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to peel the backing. This is the one for dark colors, for t-shirt, NUFUN dark colors. So from what I have read, the one for light colors, anywhere that's white, it shows through. So I'm actually going to get some of those and try that with wood. That would be really cool. So you peel this. Then I'm going to place this. Let me get my... oh, there's one right here. I'm going to get this. Make sure I'm measuring everything the right way. So this is going to be a 10-inch block. And I am going to put an inch on the top. Actually, half an inch. Slide it up. Okay. I'll set that there. And now I'm going to do the follow me lettering, and I have to cut this down. I also made that mistake. So you have to cut this down close, because if I lay this vinyl plastic stuff, adhesive, whatever this is, if it lays on top of the image, it's going to stick to that image and it's not going to want to come up. So I don't want to do that again because I've made that mistake. And I'm going to center this. Two inches and 2 inches. Perfect. That's going to go there. And I'm going to have the Luke 1822. I'm going to have that go right there. So now I'm going to put this I'm going to lay this back down on here. You're going to lay the paper that came with it, parchment paper, over it. And then this is a Teflon sheet that came with the heat press for even heat distribution. Okay. And then you can clamp it down and start. All right. So I'm going to let that sit for, I did 30 seconds today and it wasn't enough. So I'm going to hit it twice. The lettering didn't want to stick because it was good. So I had to heat it just a little bit longer. Okay. Let's see what happens. I hear a puppy whining. Ooh, that's hot. Who's crying over there? Let's try it again. Definitely was not long enough. Put that back in. What's up, buddy? Why are you crying? Let's bring that back over here. Put that on. So if you don't know what this is a burnishing tool. So just trying to make sure they lay down. That one does not want to lay down. There we go. Now, I will tell you, first time I did this, I didn't have to burnish it. It came right off. Yeah, that popped right off. Easy. I don't know if it's because this is on the edge and I didn't have it quite dry enough. But once I get a sealant put on it, I mean, they're not going to come off. I just wanted to lay down flat. It's just the last little bit of the tube. Oh, no, you're so close. Oh, no. Come on. Come on, little tube. Come on, little tube. I can't sing, but if I sing to you, will you stay? Aww. Dadgummit. That little tiny piece. No. Of course, it would have to do it on the very first live, huh? Of course. So close. Come on, buddy. Dadgum. Well, I'll get you to stay. You ain't got to worry. I'm gonna get it. I talk to myself. Forget that I'm on live right now. Okay. All right. So here we go. That's what it looks like. Okay. Let's camera up for you. So I'm not going to stay on live the whole time, but now I'm going to go and add all of my colors. Okay, so you can see the difference. This one looks really good. It really is enhanced. It looks really nice. This one looks good. It's going to be fine. I'm going to sign it. And when I get it all sealed, looks really good. In the back, I'm probably going to put a sticker on there with my information. But that's what it is, and that's how it's really easy. Again, so this is with the NUFUN. The NUFUN transfer paper and heat transfer vinyl. I use the Cricut brand, but I have some more coming today. And once you get it on, you can enhance it. If you don't want to do any of that, then you can just seal it with this and let it dry. And you've got yourself a really nice, high quality gift or something for your home. And thank you so much. And hopefully I will be live again. Until next time.